Alrighty here. So we are up to step 6 of the 7 It's you need to hit and master in selling online. We're in the building section, the building process of building your business. And so the 6th step is technically the easiest one, and it's not anything you really do, but it's how do you deal with it when it happens. So this step, of course, is sell it. So you've done all the hard work and now it has paid off and you have sold an item. So now what do? No matter what the platform is, you need to contact the person that bought and thank them. Before you ship it, before anything, you thank them for it, okay? Craigslist is a little difficult because obviously you're face-to-face with these people, but you definitely want to thank them and be polite to them, okay? Don't make it a big shouting contest or something on Craigslist, which can happen sometimes if you're dealing with people face-to-face, but in the online selling venues especially, you need to thank the person, okay? And because you have sold it, at this point, you need to go back to that item. You need to double check it, make sure all the pieces and parts are there, it's all cleaned up, you haven't missed anything. If in doing that you find that there was an additional flaw that you didn't mention, by all means you need to go immediately and let the customer know. Not that that's going to happen because you've already done your due diligence on the front end to notice those things and note them in the listing. But you never know. Sometimes things might happen. The next thing in the sell it category, the sell it section specifically, again, in getting the item ready, is you need to go ahead and print out from, again, whichever platform it is. You're not going to be doing this on Craigslist because that's a face-to-face thing, but you need to go ahead and print out the shipping label, the packing slip, the packing form, the order, copy of the order, whatever it might be called on the different venues, okay? You need to print that out because you're going to fold that up and put it inside of the package when you send it. Now, I'm going to go into more detail, obviously, in the next step. I'm giving some stuff away here of what we're going to talk about in shipping it, okay? But in the sell it part, that's really crucial, is to go ahead and get the item together with the sold page, the person that bought it. Keep that separate because, of course, you're going to have to get their address, to put it on the box. Also, at this point in time, what I would suggest for you to do, and of course, you can leave it online. You can do something like that, and I'll get it later, whatever. I literally would go ahead and add that person's contact information to your list. In this case, it's probably just going to be the person's mailing address and their name, and that's fine. Maybe their username, okay, if they've done that. You might be able to get their email address. If they used PayPal, for example, you can get their email address. Now, what you would do with that, and this goes into a whole nother category, but the tip that I'm going to tell you about, the list that you need to start creating, that's a marketing technique, all right? Because anybody who's bought from you before, those are going to be the people that might buy from you again, or they may know people who would be interested in your items as well. And so you can solicit them in the future for any kind of referrals and things like that. But that's why I'm saying at minimal, you want to get the person's name and mailing address, okay? And then again, if they've used PayPal or if they have their email address in there somewhere, you would want to write that down as well. Okay, and that's pretty much it on the sell it part, because the fun part is that you've already, you sold the item, and so you're just getting it ready to sell. So it's just the minor things, the kind of the admin work on your end of it, putting the person's name down for the list, printing out the form, getting the item together, getting it ready to do the shipping and packaging and things like that. Noticing where the person lives, because like if you're shipping internationally, etc., you want to know that that'll take a little more time, so maybe you want to go a little bit quicker on getting that sent over to them, things like that. Okay, so there you go. That was a short one, okay, on the sell it, but you've done it, you've sold something. So let's move on to number 7 of the building process of the 7 It's you need to hit and master in selling online.